Hey guys, welcome to Youngstown Click. Again, I'm so excited. This is a new week, and I hope you all are doing so great out there. I know that there's so much. I mean, some people say that the curve is flattening. Some people say that still, we're in this thing. So I hope that whatever you're doing, wherever you're at, you are doing well. And like I always say, you are an important part of this city. You're an important part of this clique. So I am so excited today to bring to you my friend, Teresa. And Teresa is an expert in some things. In fact, I'll mention a few things. I actually, a few years ago, a friend of mine, I don't know if you could see, I have this deep wrinkle right here. It's kind of like, I don't like it. Sometimes it goes super deep. And a friend of mine gave me this little container full of stuff and said, hey, try this out on your face and just let me know what you think of it. And I was like, okay, trusted her, So I was putting it on and stuff. And next thing I know, like a week later, this wrinkle, I couldn't even see it. Like you could see it now, but it's not as deep as it was. So I asked her, I was like, what in the world was in that cream? And because she didn't tell me what to expect. And here it was like this blend that she had made with essential oils. And the bad thing is she totally forgot exactly what blend it was. And I was like, to this day, I'm like, figure it out. What blend was that? So first of all, that is just one of my things with essential oils. I am not, before we go any further, I am not in the essential oil business. I get no money from essential oils being sold. I just wanted to bring you guys, one of the biggest things, I recently got to take part of a free study on the effects of certain essential oils on stress. And because of going through that study, I also won a free sample of lavender and a free sample called Balance. And the more I researched the value of these things, the more I was like, okay, people, this is really going to be great information for my clique, for my city to know, especially during these stressful times, right? Mm-hmm. So many people, especially people who used to be smokers, they once smoked and that was their stress relief. And now they're just it's building and building. And so before we go into that, also for the immune system, so just stay tuned, okay? Just don't click on anything. Listen for a few minutes because this is going to be some good information for you guys. But before we go any further, Teresa, tell us how this whole pandemic or this national crisis has affected you personally. Like what's going on in your life?
Well, thank you for having me. I so appreciate this opportunity, Deb. Right now, I am not even in Ohio. I am in Nevada, where my daughter and my granddaughters live. So I came out here early in March to just a babysit. It was already scheduled. And now I haven't been home. I've canceled multiple plane tickets back. And I'm not sure when I'm going to get back. But I'm helping out because they're at home and she's at home. And,
yeah,
it's just
and at least it's someplace you like.
Level. Yeah. That is true. So that's how it's affected me. I'm just here serving her and helping them and, get through this whole thing and the whole going to the grocery store and having groceries delivered. And it's a whole new world that we're all sharing in. It's all going to work out in the end. It's all going to be for the best. I think everybody's going to come out of this a whole lot better, in a better way. A lot of people have gotten the chance to be creative and try new things and go do some inner work and take some peace and quiet for themselves. So we're all going to be better people because of this.
I agree. I was just talking to a friend yesterday who is an entrepreneur and works at a restaurant as well. And they're doing the to-go orders. And she was just saying, she said, I used to feel guilty just allowing myself to be, just allowing myself to relax. Mm-hmm. And this has retaught, I think, so many people how to just be okay with just relaxing a little bit.
Yes.
And I love that. I mean, the good that's come out of it. Now, are you anywhere near Las Vegas?
No, that's at the bottom part of the state. We're more up north. So it's quite a ways away.
Okay, so I heard that Las Vegas, the empty streets, that has got to be, I haven't seen any pictures, I just heard about it, but that's got to be crazy. If you've ever been to Las Vegas and know the lights and the people and stuff, that has got to be really a sight to see. But you're not anywhere near that.
I have a daughter in the Los Angeles area, and she said, there's no traffic. I just saw a picture yesterday. There's no pollution. Everything is just just wind. It's just so cool to see how everything has just become relaxed and
Yeah.
calm and peaceful. And it's going to give us a new perspective on things, I think, after this.
Absolutely.
It may be a little painful right now, but we'll come
Yeah.
out of it as a stronger humanity in general.
Right. I have a friend who's Jewish, and he told me a long time ago, he said, if you don't take regular rest for yourself, you will rest. It just may not be when you want it. And I think that the
Mhm.
world needs to rest. I think
Yep.
we need to rest. I think our work needs to rest. And again, this may not be how or when we want it, especially for the people who've given their lives or who's lost their
Mhm.
lives or loved ones
Yes.
because of it. So I don't ever want to downplay that. But
Right.
the value of after this, hoping that people will take that time to rest on purpose on
Mhm.
a regular basis and not just
Right.
get back
Right.
right into this nonstop motion, you know?
Exactly.
So you told
I,
me that your husband had to send out clothes to you and
yeah.
everything because you were just
Yeah.
like
I'm
not.
wearing the same clothes over and over and over.
That is
He had to send me
hilarious.
like a care package of some stuff.
Right. That's I'm sure he misses you cooking too. Are you a cook? Are you the cook?
Yeah, kind of, if you want to call it.
Okay, all right.
He'll be okay. He's okay by himself. So
I have a
he's a
friend
big boy.
who he's purposely been taking a little bit of time to just enjoy his singlehood. He's been, he's a
Mm.
good looking guy and has dated quite a bit. And he said, man, with all this, I kind of wish I had invested in the time into a girlfriend to cook for him. And just kind of all of a sudden you're like, oh man, like, it's just funny the perspectives and
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure. And
So
everything's been shaken up.
for sure, for sure. Can you go ahead and tell us like let's start with stress and then we'll get into the immune support.
Hmm.
So obviously this can be a very stressful time and everybody is getting through it and stuff. But I've heard a lot of people talking about their dynamics and their frustrations with family and even the school situation and
Hmm. Yeah.
so much having meltdowns and different things. So can you talk to me maybe about some ideas or just talk to the clique about some of the ideas and some of the oils that might help and how to use those, or just give us your expertise, talk to us.
Okay. Well, I am so thrilled that I do have my repertoire of oils to pick from. There are tools that I use every single day that many people that I know uses them, and we just go to them on, like I said, on a daily basis, and they help us get through some stress or deal with stress in a more balanced way, be more peaceful in our reactions towards things. Just just keep everybody in the family calm and peaceful. So it's hard to narrow down some of the oils. There's so many to
Right.
pick from, and every body reacts differently to the oils. So what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. But we have lots of options. So if one oil doesn't work, then you just go to another one that has the same properties and similar characteristics and similar benefits. So it's hard for me to narrow down some oils for stress, but I am going to just talk about a blend. And I work with doTERRA. So doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world right now. And they have brought essential oils to the mainstream. I think they're the reason behind everybody wanting to know about and use essential oils. But I don't think you can see this, but Adaptive is a blend that just came out maybe in September, and it's becoming a really awesome go-to blend that so many people are getting an emotional benefit from. It's considered a broad spectrum emotional support. And I know, Debbie, you had some experience with this, but
Yeah.
um,
I'm not the kind of person that generally is like anxious or stressful. However, we all feel stress and we all deal with it in different ways. And this is one of the oils I got to try during this study that I took part of. And the thing that I noticed for me is helping me focus. And that is one of the reasons I asked Teresa to come on here, is because when you're trying to be a teacher with your students or you're trying to work from home, and there is so much, whether it's a mental distraction or physical distraction, whatever the distractions may be, there is distraction all around when you're trying to do things from home. And it helped me. I found my focus. I found my ability to focus just really increase And that is such a odd feeling for me.
I
Everybody
hear
says you
ya.
need a focus, you need clarity, you need all these things. And
Uh-huh.
this was the unexpected thing because I was thinking about the stress benefits,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, I'm not sure that I'm the best, person because, I just, you just kind of, some people dispositions and stuff deal with things in different ways, but
Yep.
but the ability to focus was really my thing, and I could see how I've already recommended it to a friend because I really believe that it's a helpful thing. So
Yeah,
sorry, I know you're supposed to be doing the talking here.
no, that's okay. No, I love hearing other people's experiences. Everybody reacts differently to the oils and they all are affected in a different way. Other people might just be really calm and relaxed after using a certain oil or this particular blend. But anytime you use an essential oil, there's going to be some positive, good benefit out of it, either on an emotional level or a physical level. Um, and you can't really go wrong as far as I'm concerned. They're very high vibration. So as far as I'm concerned, if you can get an oil on yourself in the morning or during the day, it's going to uplift your vibration anyway and make everything better and a more positive, move you in a more positive direction. So another good choice is frankincense. Frankincense is the king of oils. That's an
I've heard a
awesome
lot of
oil,
fragrances.
good for everything and anything. There's a reason it was given to baby Jesus at that
Oh,
point in time. So frankincense and other oils have been around for thousands of years. Lavender is really calming. It's actually the Swiss Army knife of all things calming. So you can use that to calm people down. You can diffuse it in the air in a diffuser so that it impacts everybody in your environment. Well,
I
all
love
of
that
these.
Swiss Army knife of all things calming. That's like such a great quote.
So you can use these oils topically, like on your pulse points or on the bottom of your feet. I like to put some right here. There's some pulse points in your neck. You can diffuse them. There is an internal usage with doTERRA, but not with other essential oils. So I'm only speaking about doTERRA because they're the ones I'm confident in and I'm comfortable with and I'm the most knowledgeable about. So I'm only referring to them. So don't go out and just buy anyone and expect similar results and expect to take them internally. I just want to make that clear. And then there's one called Copaiba, or it's also referred to as Copaiba, and it is very calming for the nervous system and lots of other systems in our body. So again, these are just the tip of the iceberg, and they're medicinal grade oils. They're very pure, high quality. They have no side effects, no addictions, and no alterations, adulterations. They're pure 100% oils. And so they're going to affect people in a better way than something you might just go grab off the shelf at Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay,
Yeah,
so
right, right.
be
I
very
I
clear
think
on
that's
that.
what really captured me is the fact that there's no side effects.
Mm-hmm.
This is just something that, here's my thought. I was thinking about this morning. It's amazing how everything in creation, like a fruit, you have the lemon. The lemon is so good for you. You could do all these different things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then you have the oils that even the oils is good for you. Even the oil of the peel is good for you. Or
Mm-hmm.
orange or cinnamon bark and then a cinnamon
Yeah.
leaf and cinnamon. This is just beyond, and so you could go eat an orange, but you eat
Mm-hmm.
the orange peel. You could go zest a lemon, but how much of that are you going to get? But also the cobaiba, from what I understand, some of these are flowers and some of these are barks.
Yeah.
So you're not really going to go over to Africa and get, the bark to chew on to get that benefit. And so here
Right.
you have in a bottle, you know what I'm saying? Although I wonder how some of these, like the tribal people, keep their teeth so white. When I figure out that I will buy it. I will definitely, like, if it's a bark to chew on, I will chew on.
That's funny.
That's, yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I just feel that these are like the next best thing to the real plants. I mean, and we don't have to do the work. We let the company do all the work, do all the sourcing, the harvesting, let them take care of the hard work, do the testing, and we just get to reap the benefits, when we open the bottle.
That's cool.
And
That's
and the nice thing, I know sometimes people will look at the size of these bottles and they're like, oh, they're so small. then they're expensive, and I probably could go through that in a week. No, you only need 1, 2, maybe 3 to 4 drops in a diffuser, 1 to 2 drops to apply on your skin. And there's 350 drops in here approximately. So this is going to last a really, really long time, depending on how you use it. And the benefits, again, come in little teeny drops.
Yeah.
You're not drinking the whole thing down. You're just taking 1 or 2 drops at a time. That's it.
Can you show us real quick how to do that, the diffusing method if you don't have a diffuser? Like if
Sure.
you're on a go or something like that. Can you
Sure,
show
you
us?
have diffusers on the end of your arms that you can
Right?
carry with you all the time. You just take a drop or 2 of your chosen oil. I don't know if you can see that. And you just rub your hands around, and you just cup your nose and your mouth gently, and you just take a couple deep breaths. Now, when I take a deep breath, I usually hold it for a second or 2 up at the top of the inhalation. And I always close my eyes, I noticed, and I don't know why that is. But there's my diffusers right there. They're with me all the time. You can also just open the bottle and take a breath, a couple deep breaths, and that's a form of inhaling the oils as well. So you can use the oils a couple of different ways, just through aromatic, bringing it into your nose and into your olfactory bulb, and it goes directly into the brain from there. You can apply them topically. Sometimes you have to dilute some of them just to soften their effects, but it doesn't diminish the power of them. And then, like I said, you can also take them internally. Not everyone, and I'm only speaking about doTERRA.
Right.
Internal
So
use.
that leads me to the next area I wanted to go, because at the heart of this, as scary as this virus is and has been for a lot of people, it still is a virus. And we know that from the beginning of time, what fights in your system, what fights off what fights off viruses is your immune system. So it is essential. It is so important for you and your children to have a strong immune system. And most of that, as we know, as anybody knows, is the food you eat, is the things that you choose to put into your body. But there's always more than one way to build your immune system. Same thing with exercise, to strengthen your health overall. And from what I understand, I got this little pamphlet that you had sent me, and a lot of these can be antiviral. They can strengthen your immune support. They can actually, in fact, make sure you stay tuned, because at the end, Teresa, I had asked her to maybe give us like a hand soap recipe that you could make at home for you. And look at these hands. I don't know if you can see, but very dry, very dry.
We all have the same type of hands.
And listen, as funny as that is, it's so embarrassing. Like when I want to do something and I look at my hands and they're so dry, but at the end of the day, we're all washing our hands more. And you teach your kids to wash your hands. And I don't do it out of fear. I have a dog. And so before I eat, after I eat, I mean, everything is washing my hands, because I just don't like that, I'm not one of those people that eat off the same plate as my dog, so.
Thank you.
So anyway, so stay tuned, because you will get a recipe from Teresa, and how to make something that's good immune, maybe good antiviral, I don't even know what she has planned for us. So, but can you talk to us a little bit about I mean, let me just go back real quick. She has a website called Oils Make Me Happy, right?
Essential Oils Make Me Happy. That's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
Facebook page. Essential Oils Make Me Happy. Yes.
So it's the full Essential Oils Make Me Happy. And that's how you could find Teresa. And here's the cool thing is, beyond this, like right now, she's kind of very surface and kind of, but on her Facebook page, she actually has classes. She has things. When I first met her, she was talking about how to make your own laundry detergent and your own cleaning supplies and shampoo, and the things that actually help build these things. I walked into it was Peaberry's here in town, and the lady working, her skin was glowing. And I was like, oh, I got to ask her. I was like, what do you use on your face? And she said, I use a blend of water, rose, and frankincense. And her skin, I mean, it was just so whatever. And So, I mean, clear, just, I was like, oh, that, I need to get that. So I'm telling you, like, all these different classes and different things Teresa has on her Facebook page. You don't have to join, you just like it, and you'll be able to see these different classes that she has on how to use these oils as well. So I wanted to mention that. So go ahead and talk to us about this, maybe some oils, some of the highlight ones that would help with antibacterial, antifungal, or, fungal, antiviral,
Okay,
whatever.
all the antis. I like to call
Yes,
them
yeah, yeah,
antis. Now, I just want to really quickly, if you don't mind me doing
yeah.
a little teeny bit of science.
Okay.
So this is a cell. This is one of our cells, and our cells have an oily membrane around it. Um, Essential oils are oil-based. So that allows them to pass through that oily membrane and address what's happening on the inside of the cell as well as what's on the outside of the cell. I think all modern medications are water-based and they cannot get into that cell membrane. So that's why they can only address things on the outside of the cell. If you understand how a virus works, where is that located? On the inside of the cell. So essential oils can move inside and outside the cell wall and address things that are happening inside and outside. So that's what
That's so fascinating.
it is fascinating. And I'm not a medical person, and that's a really simplified version of it. But that's the awesome thing. One of the awesome things about the oils is that's what makes them so powerful, is they can do things that other forms of, I'm going to call them medication, can't do, whereas essential oils can't. So some of the things that are really good for immune support, and again, this is the tip of the iceberg. It was hard to narrow it down, but like Debbie said, lots of anti properties. And I have to be careful what I say because we don't claim to cure, fix anything, but we do know the power of the oils. So I have to be very clear and very, not, I don't know where I'm heading with this, but I know where I'm headed, but I don't know how to say it. So I'm just going to call them the anti properties, okay, without listing them out, and great for immune support. So clove is a really, really good one.
Okay.
It is considered a hot oil, so it does need diluted, but it can be diffused very easily. Wild orange is an awesome anti-oil with lots of anti-properties. It's very uplifting. It smells delightful. Again, it's something you could diffuse and put on topically. Lemon is another really good anti-oil with lots of anti-properties. Eucalyptus, which is also great for respiratory support. Tea tree is good for everything that needs antis, hit with some antis, and oregano is awesome as well. If you have some oregano around your house in the essential oil form, you want to be using it right now.
Wow.
You put a drop of each of these, one of these on your feet every day, but these are something you should be using every single day in some form or fashion. Either diffuse them on the bottom of your feet. You just want to get them into your system on a daily basis because they're going to help support that immune system, which we want to be really high right now, so we can fight off anything that happens to come our way.
Right. So when you put it, let's just say on the bottom of your feet, then it's able to take it, like, let's just say you have something on your hand, but putting it on the bottom of your feet, it'll make its way through the system to affect your hand. Is that?
Well, I'm talking systematic. So if you want to get your entire system, all at one time, then bringing it in through your feet is a good way of doing it. The skin on your feet is really tough. The pores are really large, and it will get into your system within minutes. Within 20 minutes, it impacts every cell in your body.
What? That's amazing.
That is true.
So much I'm learning.
Not that it's true that I'm amazing. It's just true that that's how it works. That didn't come out right.
It is true. Both is true. It's both true. Oh my goodness. Okay. So is there anything else that, before we go into like how they could get the recipe, or if you want to give the recipe now, is there anything else that you just want to kind of shout from the mountaintop? I mean, this is, even though you're there in Nevada, I know that this is your home. This is you're always, Teresa's always at the trade shows or the craft shows, or I mean, you can find her all over town, and she's local. she's your,
Yes.
your local expert. And so is there anything else that you might just want to kind of shout to your city? Like, hey,
Well, hey, Youngstown, everybody needs essential oils, especially now. I said, I'm thrilled to have them to support my health and the health of my granddaughters and my family. And they're just awesome tools that you already have ready to go in your home whenever you need them. They can address up to 80% of anything that's happening in
wow.
as a health concern. And they're awesome for emotional benefits. They really are really, really great for emotions. And I'm here to serve you. Whatever I can do for you, I would be happy to help you connect to them to figure out what works for you. I love helping people be at their best self and be really, really healthy, because you need your health to really enjoy your life. And if you don't have your health, then nothing else matters. And I think that's really hitting us at, home hard and heavy at this point in time. So let me go ahead and throw out a recipe. I tried to find an easy one because there's so many out there online. I do have a lot on my Facebook page that I posted a little bit in the past, but you could find them there. So this is for a spray bottle. It's a 4-ounce spray bottle, but if you don't have a 4-ounce spray bottle, just grab one that you have handy. And it does call for some aloe gel, but if you can't find aloe gel, don't worry about it. But it's a tablespoon of aloe gel, some water, whatever the bottle will hold in terms of water. And I'm going to say 20 drops of your chosen oil, whatever the ones that I already mentioned. And I did not mention On Guard. That is like liquid gold nowadays, that everybody that's in doTERRA understands the power of On Guard. It's a blend of a lot of those oils I already spoke about. And if you can get a bottle of On Guard, that's really going to be the top of the line that's going to really be useful. But any of those other oils would be good as well. You can even combine some of those oils that I previously spoke about.
Awesome.
So clove, wild orange, lemon, tea tree, or oregano, all those would be fine. And then you just shake it up and spray it. There's, like I said, lots of other recipes out there. And right now they're calling for some alcohol. So alcohol added to the mix. So even if you add a teaspoon or a couple teaspoons to the mix, that's going to help in this particular scenario that's happening. You can use vodka if you have it. 190 proof, I hear, is the best. But if you don't have that, just grab whatever, if you happen to have vodka.
We all got that in the cupboard somewhere. No.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do. Or grab some rubbing alcohol that's got the highest percentage alcohol in it that you can have. But again, we just use what we have. Grab what you have and mix it up.
Yeah.
And have it with you and use it all the time. We've been spraying things down with a mix that we make that's just, we spray everything. Grocery bags, hands, surfaces, boxes, everything.
That's beautiful, because to be honest with you, you even if you had Clorox or something like that and you were spraying everything down, that's getting also into your hands. That's chemicals. That's man-made chemicals. It's not natural.
Exactly.
Your body doesn't know what to do with half of it, because it's not a natural thing that you're supposed to be putting in your body. So even though it may be doing its job on surfaces, so this is perfect, guys. If you make some of this stuff, send it when it's time to send your kids back to school or to a birthday party or whatever, as things progress. Make sure for the next few months your kids have a little spray bottle of this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know, but it's all natural, and your body, when it absorbs it, is also going to help inside,
Exactly. There's no chemicals, non-toxic, very safe. If you do a Google search, I always put doTERRA in the search bar first, and then search for hand sanitizer recipes. You'll find a ton of them. And they'll list out some of the oils, and there's all kinds of gel type based, and you'll find them, trust me.
All right, that sounds good. Well, Teresa, okay, last but not least, what is one place that you cannot, when everything starts reopening, life gets kind of back to, I guess, the new normal, what is one place you cannot wait to go? And tell us why.
Oh man, Wow. I guess which is kind of crazy. I can't wait to get to the gym. I mean, isn't that weird?
Dude, look at that.
I just, I mean, I try to go twice a week and I do, I have my own routine at home, but I don't know. I just feel like I need to work out with the
What
machines and get
what
some
gym do
work.
you go to?
I go to Planet Fitness.
Okay, the one in
Love
Boardman?
Planet Fitness. I go to whichever one I happen to
Oh,
be
right.
close to.
Okay.
So, I have the option where I can go to different Planet Fitness, but I've never been a gym person before, so I'm just going to plug Planet Fitness if I can.
Yeah.
And once I tried it out with a couple, like a free pass or something, and I loved it, and I've been going ever since. So it's,
Wow.
if you're not a gym person, just check it out anyway. They're clean. They're always clean in the gym all the time, and I just really enjoy it quite a bit. So
That's really good. That's good. I'm sure they'll enjoy knowing that that's the word on the street, Everybody, yeah. That's one of the highest compliments is, hey, it's clean in there. It's
yes, it is clean. Because I've been in a few crummy ones in there.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah.
this one's really top of the line. So
That's great. That's good. Well, thank you so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Youngstown Clicks, stay safe, stay healthy. And when all this is over, we're all going to get together. We're going to do some events. It's going to be fun. But in the meantime, keep listening, keep watching. I got some good interviews coming up. Thank you so much, Teresa, for
thank
taking
you
the
so
time to
much.
do this.
It's been
I so
delightful.
appreciate it. And make sure if you see Teresa at any of the craft shows or anything that, I'm not sure what will happen this coming year or what's canceled and stuff, but
Right.
you'll see her around town. So make sure you say hello and tell her you saw her interview. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
You're welcome. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.